Honorable Speaker, sir. Reply to star question 18A. Yes, sir. B. Sir, the state government of Meghalaya is adopting the CGHS rate as recommended by the Administrative Rules and Regulation Revision Advisory Committee Meghalaya in the amendment process of MMA Rules 2021 enclosed as Annexure 1 and 2, which is being followed by the central government, where all the detailed procedure, lab investigations and rates are available and listed, whereas the state government has limited approved rates till date. C, no sir. D, no sir. D, yes sir. E, no sir.
Supplementary question, please. Badal Badnorum.
Honorable Minister, through you, Speaker sir, Mr. Speaker sir, may I know from Honorable Minister why there is disparity?
Sir, the disparity between the bills submitted is that most of the old version of the MMA, sir, did not include so many other areas of treatment, whereas the CGHS has a more exhaustive list as compared to the MMR of 1981, MMA rule of 1981.
Honorable Minister, if that is the case, may I get more clarification? Are there any hospitals in the state empaneled by the state government that have agreed to the CGHS rate? May I know, if yes, the list of all such hospitals?
So as stated in the principal reply, sir, the CGHS rate is lower than the rates of the hospital. So all hospitals likely do not agree with those rates. The disparity is about 70%. So therefore we have written to these hospitals and requested them also, sir. And till now there has been no positive response.
Honorable Minister, to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is the lack of responsibility of the department, I would dare to say, because this CGHS rate, I maybe fail to understand that maybe the department did not have a consultation or did not have a negotiation with those empaneled hospital. This has been caused a great disparity for those who are the beneficiaries. They have been suffered because of this reason.
Questions, sir?
What is your question?
Honorable Minister, may I get the list of the empaneled hospitals?
So in the current situation, it is only the Negrams that accepts the CGHS list. All the other empaneled hospitals, sir, they have not responded. As we have said, we are equally concerned that these rates are not being accepted by the empaneled hospitals, and efforts are being put in, sir, from time to time. In fact, sir, an expert committee was also set up under the Secretary Health to look into the disparities on a case-to-case basis. And after due scrutiny, sir, 80% of the submitted bills is paid for. And in case of ex post facto approval, a maximum of about 70% is paid for, sir. Sir, and the CGHS rate, sir, is an all India standard rate, sir. So hence the government, after reforms were initiated, was compelled to look at the CGHS rates and adopt those rates for benefiting all government employees who do apply for medical reimbursement, sir.
Pardon, Basamait, please.
So, when we talk about the disparity, we understand that it is a kind of a treatment which is seen to be unfair. So, may I know from the Honorable Minister, what actually is the reason that we allow this disparity to take place in the first instance itself? So, in what way will the government remove that disparity?
Sir, government will not allow any disparity if the choice was given to us. But after reforms, you have to conform to a pattern so that there is justification of all of these applications. Therefore, it is wrong to believe that the government is not concerned. In fact, after this question was brought to the notice of this House, sir, this August House, I had requested the officials of the health department to immediately get in touch with Government of India to keep them posted that the Northeast region CGHS rates have not been reviewed for a long period of time. And we hope that we will be able to take this up. We are committed. It is incorrect to presume that we are not concerned, sir.
Yes, Baroni Bilinga, please.
So since health is, a concern of everyone, and especially the poor people who cannot afford to go to private hospitals, is it mandatory for the state government to adopt CGHS, sir?
Honorable Speaker, sir, there's a bit of a misreading of the CGHS. CGHS list is specific for government employees, sir. Poor people have the MHIS, which is functioning very efficiently in the state of government. So may I get clarity from the Honorable Member what exactly that he want to ask, sir?
Sir, in the government employees, there are categories, for example, the food grade. So I was told that for investigation, the CHS covers about 200-300 rupees, sir. Now, which investigation, sir, for example, if to have a scanning or, an MRI, will 200-300 rupees be sufficient, sir? So that's why, sir, I was asking, is it mandatory for the state government to adopt CGHS? If it is not mandatory and there is so much disparity, I think I would request the Honorable Minister to relook and review, and if possible, still go carry on with the MMA, sir. That is my point.
Sir, there has to be a benchmark, and this benchmark has been set and put in place, and the CGHS rate was adopted by the state. And hence, we need to remember that. Secondly, sir, to my information, 4th grade employees also can avail the MHIS, but I will stand corrected. I will inquire and I will get back to the House, sir.
And we still use the MMA, sir, so that it can benefit, employees who are from the lower grade of the hierarchy, sir. Because I think, sir, if I'm not wrong, government employees are not entitled to MHIS.
So the unorganized sectors, the casual workers, the MRs, if I remember correctly, were also allowed to avail the MHIS. And so we have noted all the points put forth in this debate. And yes, we are equally concerned and we will be attending to this, sir. But we are guided by the laws of the reforms that have been adopted, and we will ensure that while attending to these sensitive needs and requirements of our employees, we will also try to bring out the best option forward. We are considering this. We will allow the Government of India first to revise its list for the northeastern region, which has not been done for a very long time. If I remember correctly, I think those were reviewed way back in 2005, 2006. We will take the necessary step forward and we will attend to this issue, sir.